Hi everyone, today I want to talk about something that's quite sensitive but deeply very important, self harm. I know this topic is not easy to discuss, but I believe it's something we need to understand with empathy, not judgment. This video is made for educational and mental health awareness purpose to help us learn how to deal with emotional pain in healthier way. Sometimes people who self-harm are not trying to end their life. They are trying to cope with a pain that feels too heavy to carry alone. I hope by the end of this video you will see that healing is possible and no one should ever face pain in silence. Self-harm means intentionally hurting oneself, often to release emotional pain or pressure that feels uncontrollable. People might do it when they are sad, angry, anxious, or feeling numb, not because they want to be, but because they want the pain inside to stop, even for a moment. Unfortunately, self-harm does not fix the real problem. It only adds more hurt, both physically and emotionally. But the good news is there are healthier ways to go, and recovery is always possible. In Indonesia, self-harm has become a growing issue, especially among teenagers. A national study found that around 20% of Indonesian adolescents have self-harm at least once, and 93% of them are girls. During the pandemic, another survey across all 34 provinces showed that 39% of people had experienced thoughts of self-harm or suicide. Most of them young people between 18 to 24 years old. One heartbreaking case happened in Bali, where 49 female students were reported to have harmed themselves. According to the Ministry of Women Empowerment and Child Protection, many of them said they were influenced by social media trends. This reminds us how powerful online influence can be and how important it is to build emotional support and awareness in schools and families. Other studies in Indonesian universities found that high stress, loneliness, and difficulty expressing feelings are also major triggers for self-harm among students. Many young people feel they must be strong all the time, but in reality, asking for help is not weakness, it's bravery. I also want to share a reflection, something I have seen and felt. Sometimes life gets really heavy. You might feel like no one understands, and that the pain inside will never go away. But I have learned that hurting yourself does not take the pain away. It only hides it for a while. The real healing begins when we start to talk, when we open up even just a little to someone we trust. Whether it's a friend, a teacher, a parent, or a counselor. That one conversation can make a difference. You deserve to be heard and you deserve to be healed. There are always better ways to manage emotional pain. You can try writing your feelings in a journal, drawing, exercising, listening to music, or simply talking a walk. Reach out to your friends or family. Sometimes sharing your story can ease your hurt. And if you ever feel like you can't handle it anymore, please don't stay silent. Professional help from a psychologist, counselor, or helpline can guide you safely through recovery. Remember, self-harm is not a sign of weakness, but a sign that someone has been strong for too long. You are allowed to rest and you are allowed to heal. Before this video ends, I just want to say this. If you are watching right now and you're struggling, please remember, your pain is real, but it does not define you. You are so much more than your scar. Your sadness or the moment you thought you would make it through. Healing does not happen overnight, and it's okay. Some days will be heavy, some will be lighter, and that's part of the journey. What matters is that you keep choosing to stay, to breathe, and to believe that things can get better. You deserve to be happy. You deserve love, and no matter what your mind tells you, you are not alone. There are people who care. We want to listen and who will stand by you while you heal. So, please, take one more step forward. Ask for help. Talk to someone you trust. Because your story is not over yet. It is beginning. You are not your pain. You are strength, your courage, and your hope. Thank you for watching and please take care of yourself. I'm sorry for the mistakes. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.